Read.
My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
Hear that? He said the Most High, which gave the apostles and the Israelites Mashiach. So the Most High gave his sheep, they hear his voice, a Mashiach. And he's greater than every entity ever imagined. And no man can pluck them out of the Most High's hand. Try it. The real chief of a Mashiach Yahushua, the Most High has given a Mashiach Yahushua, and those who he have chosen, can't no man pluck them out of Mashiach Yahushua's hand, because nobody can pluck them out of the Most High's hand. Go ahead.
I and my Father are one.
That's what he's telling you. So you can run to a Mashiach Yahushua if you want to. And you say, I and my Father are one. They agree. And you want to run to a Mashiach Yahushua? You sure you want to run to him? You better understand, because the world has taught people wrong about a Mashiach Yahushua. Because if you're against the Most High, you're against the Mashiach Yahushua. You can't even get to the Most High without having a relationship with the Mashiach Yahushua. Yeah. So this is what he said. Look, you become what? An enemy. You become an enemy. So becoming an enemy is what he said. Look at Luke 19 and 21.
Luke chapter 19, verse 21. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down.
Let's talk about Mashiach Yahushua as a hard, cold man, stern. He ain't no Gentile. He wasn't no Gentile man. He wasn't gentle.
No.
Like people want to try portraying all that kind of, like sweet type of spirit, man, like a woman, feminine. He wasn't like that. But this world wants you to be all like a woman as a man. Or women want you to be like they would be and dealing with them. Nah. He went out to a ship and spoke to people on the shoreline. When they came to get him, to arrest him, they said, who did you seek? He said, I am he. They said, Mashiach Yahushua of Nazareth. He said, I am he, and they all the soldiers fell down to the ground. What kind of powerful voice did he have? He wasn't all weak-spirited, man, but that's this world. They want us to be all, like you ain't got no spirit at all.
Timid and passive.
All timid and passive, yeah. Sissified. Like a woman. How a woman gonna really know how a man's supposed to be if she been Christianized or she been Edomanized? If she had come up to the realm of the woman compassing the man, she's not gonna understand. She can't understand it because this is her world, like it's Esau's world. It's her world. That's why you talk about the daughters of Zion. Why everybody got to humble themselves and do what's necessary to make it to everlasting life. Because you can't run up Mashiach Yahushua. What did he say? He said, for I fear thee, because thou art an austere man, hardcore, stern, powerful. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapest that thou didst not sow. This our power. I don't know if he's yours. Yeah. And he said unto him, out of thy own mouth will I judge thee, thou servant. Thou knewest that I was an austere man. Say, you knew that I was an austere man. Say, you knew I was a hardcore. I mean, he went to the church and whooped them out of the church, turned over their money tables. They didn't get their money. So you knew I was an austere man, thou wicked servant. Taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow. See? This is what he said. This is what he had to deal with. Verse 14. But his citizens hated him and sent a message after him saying, we would not have this man to reign over us. See? His citizens hated him. And to this day, they still don't want to accept in their mind, because a lot of you still trying to get out of your mind the white man that's being a Mashiach. Y'all still trying to get, I must put it in your face over and over again. Y'all still trying to get this picture, that man in the middle, out of your mind. Caesar Borgia. You still working up and operating that way. But his citizens hated him, see? And sent a message after him saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. Therefore, verse 27. Luke 19:27. But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, this is his own people. That's his citizens. Bring hither, say, bring them in front of me, and slay them before me. Say, kill them right in front of me. Oh, yeah. How about that? You say, I and my Father are one. Most High just said, hey, I kill, I make alive. He said, oh, you don't want him to reign over you? He said, bring him in front of him and kill him right in front of him. St. John, the 5th chapter. Oh, how much we must grow in the Spirit. St. John 5:17. What am I saying? Answering him. Shalom. Huh? Okay. We lost the call? Okay. Where we drop off at?
I'm trying to,
You know what scripture we stopped at? Just now? Or you don't know? Hello?
so www.freeconference.com. When you have entered your conference, please announce yourself. 1. You will now enter the conference. Please announce yourself.
Shalom, whatever you heard?
5.
The water. Okay. We're looking at John the 5th chapter and the 17th verse. But the Mashiach answered them, my Father worketh hitherto, and I work. Like I told you. He came in the name of the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And when you see the Most High do what he does, that's what Mashiach said he does. Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath by doing miracles on the Sabbath, but said also that the Most High was his Father, making himself equal with the Most High. As he just said, I and my Father are one. They agree. Then answered Mashiach Yahushua and said unto them, Verily, verily, truly, truly, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, these also doeth the Son likewise. So whatever the Most High do, that's what he does. I always say, I and my Father are one. They're three. He's there in the Old Testament. But see, you don't know him because you don't know what he was called. You don't have a clue. Because you're looking for this, they don't program your mind to think a certain way. As you see this little sweet picture of Caesar Borgia, Mashiach Yahushua was called this in the Old Testament. Go to show you him. 1 Corinthians 10. And 4. This were in the wilderness. And did all drink the same spiritual drink in the wilderness. For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Mashiach Yahushua. But with many of them, the Most High Mashiach Yahushua was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. They went in there with 600,000 men, a strong army. They came out 600,000. And he took away 599,998, killed them. And the women. And let our children go into Canaan, the promised land. That's what we serve, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But oh no, here we are trying to make it to the wilderness again. And people got this mindset of, oh, no, I know I'm going to make it. No, you don't know nothing. You don't even know, you can't even tell me what's going to happen tomorrow, or even an hour from now, a few minutes from now. That's why we got to humble ourselves before the Most High. That's why I say you got to fear him, you got to be afraid of him. Oh, you're going to be afraid of him. You ain't afraid of him now, you're going to be afraid of him. What's written in these prophecies. He said, now these things were our examples. See, these things that happen that we read, this is for us. We will come on the earth now and call on the name of the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And look at these things that happen as examples to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted. That's why he said, learn not the way of the heathen. So are you thinking about, is this from the heathen? Am I acting like a pagan? Am I being a pagan? Am I contrary to the Most High? Am I contrary to my circumstance? Am I contrary to my nation in the way I think? And lusting after evil things, which is contrary to the laws of the Most High. The faith we're supposed to have in the Mashiach going to the Most High on our behalf. Neither be ye idolaters, turning away from the Most High with spiritual fornication. As were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Yeah, they deal with, as long as the Bible's open, they hold it in down. Once the book is closed, now you're in the world. You know different than the one, you worse than the ones in the world, because at least they haven't been called into this. You've been called to this, you got to change. You got to be that light that shines bright amongst everyone. Spiritually endowed with the word of the Most High, learning and living and applying in your life 24/7 without becoming an L7, a sway, and become over righteous or over wicked. Much. It says, neither let us commit a fornication, there it is, as some of them committed and fell in one day 23,000. Neither let us tempt Mashiach, as it's written, where in the wilderness, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. This is Mashiach Yahushua. If you believe the word of the Most High, especially you New Testament buffs. Neither murmured ye, as some of them also murmured, this is what he's called here, and were destroyed of the destroyer. You better ask somebody. He just said, but those my enemies which are not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. But understand, and get the deep understanding of these scriptures before it's too late. Before you have to find some other way to get them. Deuteronomy 7:15. And the Most High will take away from thee all sickness, and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt, which thou knowest, upon thee, but will lay them upon all them that hate thee. See, that's if you follow his laws, statutes, commandments. Verse 12, wherefore it shall come to pass if, that's a big if, ye hearken to these judgments, and keep and do them, that the Most High thy power shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy, which is not getting something that you do deserve, which he sware unto thy fathers. And he will love thee and bless thee and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb, the children and the fruit of thy land, the crops, the cattle, thy corn and thy wine and thy oil and the increase of thine kind, and the flocks of thy sheep in the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. See? Thou shalt be blessed above all people. That's what we're trying to work to get right now. It's paradise. It's the kingdom. Thou shalt be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female barren among you or among your cattle. See, every woman gonna bear seed. He said, there shall not be male or female barren among you or among your cattle. That's right. Let you know the men that don't have the ability to produce children are going to be able to produce children. The women that's not fit, that's barren, that can't produce children, going to produce children. Remember we say, one going to bring forth 1,000. Oh yeah. The Most High will take away from thee all sickness, and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt, which thou knowest, upon thee, but will lay them upon all them that hate thee. That's what we have promised to us. But what happened to our people? Until this day, Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. Even though you hear the word, doesn't mean that you can follow it or apply it in your life. That's why you got to change. I keep saying you got to change. You got to become a new creature. You got to be born again. You got to become a new man or a new woman. You got to get rid of that old leaven. That old leaven that's rising up that won't allow you to take the correction of the Most High from these scriptures to be loved by him. This is very spiritual. And a lot of people can't really deal with the spiritual because of where they at themselves in their own mind and spirit. It's hard for them to see beyond what it is that they think that they know. But I challenge you, Lord, continue go forward to where we are now. It's very important. That you really listen and hear this before it's too late. Before it's too late. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. So he gave us 613 laws. Now, of these laws, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws that we have today, are you studying those? Are you applying them in your life? It's very important.